Hey guys, this is Rushee. Welcome back, Legendary Kids channel. How are you all? Hope you're doing well and good. So today I'm back with the part two of the NCERT chapter two, Nutrition in Animals, class 7, right? So I welcome you all to back to the Legendary Kids channel. So today, what we're going to learn? Our topic for today would be digestion in humans, right? So let's start. We take in food through our mouth, digest it and utilize it. The unused parts of the food are defecated, right? Have you ever wondered what happens to your body inside, what happens to the food inside your body? The food passes through a continuous canal which begins at the buccal cavity and ends at the anus, right? That's true. That's the digestive tract, right? That is the digestive system. So the canal can be divided into various compartments, right? It's true. The buccal cavity. Okay, I should just show you the image, the diagram. I hope you can see this, guys. So I hope you can see this. This is the human digestive system. Okay, but okay, this is the human digestive system, right? It consists of the mouth, the buccal cavity, the esophagus, liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus, right? So these are the parts the digestive the digestive system consists of, right? So this is called the digestive system. We all know that, right? But there is another canal that we are discussing right now. That's called the alimentary canal or the digestive tract, right? So this alimentary canal consists of the same organs but no glands. Okay, as you can see here, this is salivary gland. The alimentary canal does not consist of the glands, the associated glands, right? Whereas the digestive system, what is the definition of the digestive system? The system which breaks down the complex food into simpler food. Uh, simpler food is called a digestive system, and it consists of the digestive organs and the associated glands, right? So this was the definition of the digestive system. Whereas if you see that the definition of alimentary canal, the alimentary canal consists of buccal cavity, the esophagus, liver, stomach, gallbladder, pancreas, and small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus, but no glands, right? So this was the definition of alimentary canal or the digestive tract. Now let us know the parts of the alimentary canal. So the mouth and the buccal cavity, as I told you, the mouth and the buccal cavity are called the the mouth and the buccal cavity are the start for the food. The process of taking in food will start from the buccal cavity, right? And there is an important definition also you have to remember, guys. This is also a guarantee question, that what is ingestion? What is ingestion? The process of taking in food through our mouth and the buccal cavity is called ingestion. I hope you will remember this. Please tell me if you have remembered this in the comment section down below. Right? Please, guys. Yeah, just ignore that one. Yeah, because that is really, because it's a guarantee question. It will really help you guys, right? So the process of taking in of food through mouth and the buccal cavity is called ingestion. Now we will be learning about milk teeth and the permanent teeth. I hope you know this in the because sixth standard and fifth standard we have learned this, right? So I'm just giving you a brief description. Okay. So what is milk teeth? Milk teeth is a teeth which fall off. Okay, they're not permanent. They're only temporary. It grows from your infancy stage to 6 to 8 years, right? So this was all about your milk teeth, right? And the second set that replaces the milk teeth is called the permanent teeth. The permanent, they live throughout your life, and and if in case we are old, it may fall off because we have a weak immunity system. The power of the immunity system goes down, and due to some dental diseases, right? So that was a brief description about milk teeth and the permanent teeth. Now, we chew the food with teeth and break it mechanically into small pieces. That is the main working concept of the teeth, right? The teeth the work of the teeth is to chew the food and make the complex food into a little simpler substance, right? So each tooth is rooted in a separate socket in the gums, right? So when you have the teeth set, you will have the teeth, and the teeth is attached to the gum. Okay, not the fevistick and all. There is a sticky thing that's called the gum. Okay, that gum holds your teeth very firmly with the help of the roots. The roots are the most important thing, guys. Your teeth also fall, your milk teeth falls out because your roots are low and they're very weak, right? When you're very weak and someone punches you, you may fall down, right? So that is the main concept behind this teeth. So here they have given us an activity. So I'll not be doing the activity, but I'll just tell you what is it, right? So they have given the type of teeth. Now we have to find out in the lower jaw and the upper jaw how many number of teeth are there and what is the total number of teeth of the cutting and the biting teeth. That is the incisors, the piercing and the tearing teeth. That is the canines, and the chewing and the grinding teeth. That is premolars and molars, right? So this you have to note down the lower jaw, the number of teeth in the lower jaw and in the upper jaw, and then the total what is the number? And tell me in the comment section down below, guys. So our mouth has salivary glands which secrete saliva. I told you. I mean, I did not told you, right? Do you know the action of the saliva on food? Let's start. Let's find out. Okay, now they are given us an activity to find out what is the work of the saliva. So take two test tubes, label them A and B. In the test tube A, put a teaspoonful of boiled rice, and in test tube B, keep one teaspoonful of boiled rice after chewing it for 3 to 5 minutes. Right? I know it's disgusting, but you have to do it to know the action or the work of the funda behind saliva. Right? So just put some in the test tube A. Just pour some a teaspoon of rice, boiled rice. Okay, and where in the test tube B, what you have to do is just chew the boiled rice for some time and just remove the just I know it's disgusting. I'm not gonna tell that because it's kind of disgusting, right? Just chew that food and just throw it into the test tube B. Then add 3 to 4 ml of water in both the test tubes. Okay, you have to add 3 to 4 ml of the ml of water in each test tube. Why is there a change in the color in the test tube? Because the saliva, you know, uh, a saliva digests the starch, right? That's what, guys. Okay. I think I missed out one point. Now pour 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution and each tube and observe. What are you going to observe? You're going to observe that in the test tube A we have we have the boiled rice, right? And when you just pour some iodine drops on it, it becomes blue black. Why? Because the carbohydrates are yet there in the boiled rice. Whereas if you see the chewed food that we chewed, it will not have any color change. It may have a little but not completely, because the saliva has absorbed all the carbohydrates, right? So that was the work of the saliva. I hope you understood that. The saliva break down the starch into sugars, which is a this sugar is a really simple food, whereas starch is a really very complex food, guys. So let's come to the tongue. A tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity. I'm not going to show that, but it is attached to the floor, right? Here it is attached to the floor, and it is attached to our the neck, right? The back of the neck. So it is free at the front and can be moved in all the directions. Do you know the functions of the tongue? We, Sorry, guys. We use our tongue for talking. Besides, it mixes the saliva in the food during the process of chewing, and helps in the swallowing of food. Right? It secretes saliva. Okay, the salivary glands are below the tongue is here, right? So the saliva is secreted there, and this saliva is on the tongue now. This tongue, This tongue, it just squeezes the carbohydrates with the help of saliva, and then finally just takes that food, brings down the food to the esophagus, and then the process continues, right? Now sweet and the tooth decay, right? We all know this tooth decay. Tooth decay, it happens because when you eat too many sweets, the acids burn out the enamel, right? The acids burn out the enamel, which create the tooth decay, right? I'm not going to tell you more about that. So the food pipe or the esophagus, okay? The swallowed food passes to the food pipe or the esophagus. Look at figure 2.2. I hope you can see see this figure, right? This whole figure, right? So I'll give you some time to see that. So as you can see, this is the food particle that is passing through the esophagus of the food pipe. Okay. So this is the movement of esophagus, right? The movement of esophagus. Okay. What is the work of the esophagus? The work of the esophagus is to bring down the food particles into the stomach or the liver or the pancreas, etc. Right? So, foot is pushed down to the movement of the wall of the foot pipe. This movement actually takes place through the alimentary canal and pushes the foot downwards. At times, food is not accepted by our stomach and is vomited out. I hope you all know what is vomiting. When the food is not being digested, the food is released back to our mouth, and that comes out, right? So, recall the instances when you vomit after eating and think of the reason for it. Discuss with your parents and the teachers. Okay? Please do discuss that. And guys, there is a name for the process of the movement of esophagus, right? There's a name for it. I think it was. I'll tell you in the comment section down below. Okay, I'll tell you because I don't remember. Okay. The stomach. The stomach is a thick walled bag. Its shape is like a flattened J, and is the widest part of the alimentary canal. So the stomach is the widest part, is the fattest part, right? It receives food from the food pipe at one end and opens into the small intestine at the other. So there is one end where the esophagus just reaches our stomach, and that's the one end, and the other end goes to the small intestine. Fine. So that was how the food transfers from stomach and to the small intestine. The inner lining of the food secretes of mucus, hydrochloric acid, and the digestive juices. The hydrochloric acid is the king of the acids. Remember that, and that's really very acidic, right? But I want to ask you guys one question. Okay, so why, even though there is hydrochloric acid inside our stomach, why is it not burning our stomach? Do tell me in the comment section down below, guys. This is a really very important question. I hope this will guaranteely come for your exams. Why is the hydrochloric acid why does the hydrochloric acid does not burn your stomach? Okay, that was your question. Okay, okay, there is the answer, guys. I hope you saw that. I'm not going to show that. Okay. The digestive juices break down the proteins into simpler substances. Okay, the mucus is lining the stomach's wall, and the hydrochloric acid and the digestive juices, they digest the proteins. Okay, now the small intestine. The small intestine is the highly coiled and is about 7.5 meters long, guys. Can you imagine that? Because that's an amazing fact, right? 7.5 meters long, guys. It is highly coiled. It's really, it just, it's really very spiral, okay, but not that spiral. Uh, you know, um, the it'll just be coiled. I hope you know the meaning of coiled, okay. It receives the secretions from the liver and the pancreas. Besides, it also secretes juices, the digestive juices. The liver is a reddish brown gland that is situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. So here's my right side. So here's my liver, okay? and it is the largest gland of the body, right? And it is not present in the alimentary canal. It only comes in the digestive system. So it secretes bile juice that is stored as in a sac called the gallbladder. Just below the just below the liver, there is a small gland. Okay, that's called the gallbladder. There is where there is where the secretion of bile juice happens. Okay, the bile plays an important role in the digestion of fats. Okay. The pancreas is a large cream colored gland located just below the stomach. So, if here is our stomach, just below the stomach, there is the pancreas. Okay. So, it's a colored gland just located below the stomach. The pancreatic juices acts on the carbohydrates, fats, and the proteins and changes into simple forms. So, guys, this is also an amazing fact. I mean, not an amazing fact. It's just about how the working of stomach was invented by whom and why and in which year. The working of stomach was discovered by the strange incident. Okay, in 1892, a man named Alexis Saint Martin was hit badly by a shotgun. The bullet had seriously damaged his chest wall and made a hole in his stomach. Okay, I think you can see the image. This is where the shotgun was the shotguns are really powerful, guys. So it would just made a hole in the stomach. Okay, it just entered his stomach. Okay, so the bullet had seriously damaged his chest wall and made a hole in his stomach. He was brought to an American army doctor, William Beaumont. The doctor saved the patient, but he could not close the hole properly and left it bandaged. The Beaumont took it as a great opportunity to see inside of the stomach through the hole. He made a wonderful observations. Beaumont found that the stomach was churning the food. Its wall was secreted by a fluid which could digest the food. He also observed that the end of the stomach opens into the intestine, and only after digestion of the food, the stomach is completed. Okay, so this is how the working of the stomach is, guys. There is a mucus, there is a hydrochloric acid, and the digestive juices. You saw that all. Okay. Now, the partly digested food now reaches to the lower part of the small intestine, where the intestinal juice completes the digestion of the all components of the food. The carbohydrates get broken into simpler sugars as glucose, fats, fatty acids, and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids. Right? So, absorption in small intestine. Okay, the small intestine is a really very keen, it's really very keen organ, guys. It really plays a very keen role in the digestion of the food. The digested food can now pass into the blood vessels of the wall of the intestine. This process is called absorption. Okay, the process of taking in the digested food by the blood vessels is called absorption. The inner walls of stomach, I mean the small intestine, have thousands of finger-like outgrowths. They are called villi. Okay, so this villi, if this is its coil, right? So it is really very whirly. So it just moves from here. So it will have small finger like finger like projections. It will be like this. If this is the wall, and on above the wall there is small finger like projections which help you digest the food very easily, because when there is a rough surface, okay, when you're just washing clothes, you just rub it on a rough surface. Why? Because the dirt completely comes out. The same funda applies for the small intestine. The food just passes through the small villi, and the carbohydrates, fats, the glycerol, everything will be absorbed, right? So this is how the absorption in the small intestine happens, guys. This small villi, its role is really very keen for the whole body, guys. So each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels close to its surface. The surface of the villi absorbs the digested food materials. The absorbed substances are then transported via the blood vessels to the different organs of the body where where they are used to build the complex substances such as proteins that are required for a body. So this is called assimilation, the process in which the villi, the villi just absorbs the food and it is transferred through the blood vessels. I mean via blood vessels, and that is via blood vessels to the organs of the body, and where the body the body organs create the proteins, and this process is called assimilation. In cells, glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water, right? And the energy is released. The food that remains undigested and unabsorbed enters into the large intestine. Now comes our last part, guys. This is the conclusion. Almost we are coming to the conclusion. So the large intestine is wider and shorter than the small intestine. Fine. It's really wider and shorter, guys. Whereas if you see, uh, so small intestine, it was 7.5 meter long, guys. And whereas if you see large intestine, it's only 1.5 meter long, but yet it's a very big one. Its function is to absorb the water and some salts from the undigested food material. The remaining waste passes to the rectum and remains there as semi-solid feces. The fecal matter, the fecal matter is removed to the anus and anus from time to time. This is called addition. Addition is also a really very important definition, guys. The process of removal of fecal matter with the help of anus from time to time is called addition, right? So guys, I hope you understood the question. If you have any doubts, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Okay. So, but don't forget to tell me for the answer of the why is hydrochloric acid not burning our stomach. Okay. So I think we are concluding our session. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the session. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe our channel, guys. So I hope my only dream was to make this channel a 10K subscribers. So I hope we'll reach it. So thank you very much, guys. So I hope you understood the lesson. So this is me, Rishi, signing out for now. Until then, bye bye. Take care. See ya.